Hello guys, Damien Jones here again for you today, and today I thought I'd have a bit of a clear up and a tidy up with you and see what's in some of my boxes, because as I'm sure you all know, as a collector, things can get a little bit, shall we say, cluttered from time to time. But we're going to have a look. As you can see, it's just bags and bags and bags of stuff. But today, at the back of that vintage radio, we're going to sort out these boxes together. And while I'm doing it, we can see what's in them. So, I'll put you on hold, and I'll get them down, and we'll tip them out and have a look. Okay, here they are. We'll blow the dust off. We'll get them open, and we'll see what's in them together. See if we can get some decent light in here. Okay, box number one. Interesting. Let's tip them out and see what we got. Star Wars, anyone? Okay, let's have a look, see what we've got, and I'll get the light as well. I think it's a bit better. Right, what I think I'll do is, I'll go through each thing as I put them back in, and we can take a look at them together. Oh, I remember this guy. This is the giant-sized Stormtrooper. It's the Gentle Giant bootleg. I remember doing that video with you. Guns around here somewhere. That's an absolute beauty, isn't it? Go on, have another look. I don't know if these are still available now, but they are bootlegs. You can find one, get one. So we got him. What else have we got? He had a gun at one point. I don't know where the hell that seems to have got to. What else? Ah, there it is. There's his gun. Must never lose. Right, what have we got? We've got some Doctor Who figures. We've got this rather nice Cyberman. I remember doing a video on them. That's a Tom Baker era Cyberman. Love it. So we've got one of those. Oh, an Earthshock Cyberman. With gun. Oh bless. We have a broken vintage Dapol Cyberman with wiggly legs. Lovely. Ooh, we've got a couple of these. That was from one of my bootleg videos, wasn't it? From a couple of years ago. One of those hollow Imperial Guards. I've got two. They look good on the shelf. Marvellous. Oh, R2-D2 with sensor scope. Love R2. Oh, another Doctor Who one. This is SV7 from the Robots of Death. That's a lovely detail figure. I love these character options ones. I've got plenty of them. I've got a lot of the Dapol ones as well. Very soon, actually, I'll be doing a video on some carded Dapol figures, which I have. Hope you can tune in for that. But for today, we're just having a bit of a sort out and seeing what we've got in these boxes. A vintage Star Wars IG-88 figure. Always loved that. A vintage Dapol Davros figure. That's not in bad condition actually either. A bag of vintage Star Wars Stormtrooper figures and Luke Skywalker in Bespin outfit. Oh, that's a slightly darker haired version as well. I've got variants of that. Oh, and lurking at the back, although we can't see his face, we've got Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit. You can just about see him there in the bag. I won't take him out of the bag, because we'll be here forever. Oh, beautiful. Forgot I had this. My Attack of the Cybermen. What were these called now? The Stealth Cyberman, or Cyber Scouts, which is basically just an Earthshock Cyberman in this lovely black finish and a copper coloured weapon instead. Excellent. Excellent. As oh god, who was the guy who played Cyber Leader now? David Banks. Excellent, as David Banks would say. Oh, we have another Cyber Leader. The brain showing. That's a David Tennant era one. The character options ones. Lovely. Jon Pertwee, Doctor Who. I think actually this one is a what do you call it? I think this was an Argos exclusive with this colour coat on, because they're usually green, but this is sort of like a burgundy. Lovely detail on that. Ah, rather knackered vintage Murdoch from the A-Team. This is one of those miniature versions that they went and did in the bright coloured jumpsuits. Funnily enough, actually, these I've seen recently on eBay. I don't know if there are still any left, but I've actually seen these. Someone somewhere in the country has gone and found a big job lot of the complete set of 4 of these on the card from the 80s, and they're selling them virtually mint on the card for like 25 quid. So if there are any of them left, go and check it out. Collector's tip for you there. What else? Oh, we've got some more Galoob here. Who have we got? We've got B.A. Baracus, and at the moment a broken Hannibal, George Peppard. You just need to get these are easily fixed. They're just you unscrew them, and they're like G.I. Joe figures. They've got like you can get like an O-ring piece of rubber which holds them all in position. This one's obviously perished, so I shall have to fix that at some point. But there's B.A. Baracus. I always thought this one as a kid wasn't the best of likenesses either. He always looked like he had lipstick on. But there he is. I might actually invest in a carded example to show you of them. Who else have we got? Oh, we've got a lovely little die-cast Oola from Return of the Jedi. That's Jabba the Hutt's slave dancer that gets fed to the Rancor. That's lovely, isn't it? Nice skimpy little outfit. Oh. A bootleg keychain of Darth Vader, who looks like he's put on a few pounds. Lovely jubbly. That actually looks more like a sword than a lightsaber as well. But it's novel, so I've kept it. Oh, another Cyberman. We've got a William Hartnell era Cyberman here. The story, The 10th Planet. I love those. Those are by far the creepiest of the Cybermen, and the simplest as well. What we got? Got a rather nice Dapol Dalek here, vintage, 1980s. Black with silver spots. Marvellous. Ah, a vintage Dapol Doctor Who figure of the Master, his arch nemesis. Always kind of reminded me of the Devil, this guy, with his goatee beard. Lovely figure. Let's see who else we've got. Ah, another Luke Skywalker in his Hoth outfit this time. That's in lovely condition, isn't it? I used to collect these vintage ones on the cards, but all the bubbles started to not just go yellow but go brown, and so I sold them all on. I had quite a few. Let's see who we got. We have, in my opinion, the best Doctor Who of all time, Tom Baker, our national treasure, with his marvellous multicoloured scarf. Vintage Star Wars Attack, or AT-AT if you're in America, Commander, or should I say Driver, isn't it? It's the Driver, this one. Decals are still nice and clear on this. Helmet decals usually fade off. Not a bad figure for, what, 37 years old. Another bag of vintage. Who have we got? Obviously we've got Princess Leia in the middle in Hoth gear. We've got a rather knackered and worn Han Solo in his Bespin gear. And we have a TIE Fighter pilot in marvellous condition. Cool. I've got loads of these guys knocking about, variations of, because as you say, well, you know, I think I've got a bag of them together actually, so I can show you better. The Endor troopers, they're all there are variations of this figure, paint variations. Some have got darker backpacks. This is one of the lighter ones, so I would assume that this is a Palitoy one. We'll do a video on them sometime. Really nice figure. Now this. This is the AT-AT driver or AT-AT commander from the vintage Star Wars figures line, and this is the darker pink face. There's a lighter one, one where the paint job's slightly lighter on the face, and that's a Spanish one, and that's the rarer one to find. But this one's in lovely condition, nice paint job. Usually the boots are all scuffed and all the colours are worn off, but often the nose is chipped. This one's not bad. Oh, another Dapol vintage Cyberman in rather better condition than the other one we saw before. Although the proportions of these figures were wrong from the 80s, there was some nice detailing on the back, you know, the piping and tubes and things, and they did the job. Who else we got? We have a damaged Cyberman with a sword stuck in his chest plate and his head smashed off. Marvellous. Oh, this is another damaged Cyberman with his face visor open so you can see the remnants of the human that he once was before he was turned into a Cyberman. Excellent. We've got quite a few Cybermen here actually, as we'll go through them. 1960s era Cyberman. That'll be a Patrick Troughton era one. Go back and check one of my earlier videos. I did a video Cybermen Through the Ages with my collection of these. You'll see better. So obviously I've got a lot to get through today. I can't really give you much detail. That's another Cyber controller, I believe. The blue eyes. There's also a white-eyed variant that I don't think I have anyway. Another Patrick Troughton era Cyberman. Tomb of the Cyberman version. I've got the controller of this as well somewhere, which is very rare. Cyber Leader. Tom Baker era one. Basic David Tennant era Cyberman. Some colour variants of the original 1970s Luke Skywalker. We have the yellow haired, they're both yellow haired, but as you can see the difference in the paint job on their legs. This is more of a beige and this is darker. And also if we look at the back of the legs, this one has a raised bar country of origin, which will make it a rarer one, and this one doesn't. This one's obviously very yellowed with age. Stone Effect Cyberman. I think that's actually supposed to be a Cyberman Auton assimilation. Lovely. My rare acorn-headed Cyber controller from the Tomb of the Cybermen story. Love this figure. Brilliant. They should have done all the cyber controllers in that figure range, but unfortunately they didn't. Who we got? We got Face from the 18. He's in good nick, isn't he? Power Droid from Star Wars. The box. The clicky legs. Very cute. Nice example of Han Solo in his Bespin outfit. Sonic Screwdriver, although which doctor that's off I don't know, but seeing as he's here, Colin Baker can have it, and he's coat of many colours. I've actually met this guy, very nice guy, Colin Baker. There you go, mate. Sonic Screwdriver for you, mate. Another Luke Skywalker. His Bespin outfit. Slightly different paint job on the hair again. Than the one we saw before. A great big bag of vintage Darth Vader figures. Some complete, some not complete. How many have I got in there? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. And I think actually only the one in the front is complete. I cannot find a variant of this figure. It's such a common figure to come across, but I just basically, when I see one cheap on eBay, I'll just get it, just so I can see the markings on the back of the leg. And every one that I've come across so far has been a really common Palitoy one, unfortunately. I don't have the American, the one with the, you know, obviously the markings for Kenner, and all the paint jobs are all exactly the same. But maybe I will one day. I'll probably end up with a bag of about 30 of these until I come across a variant, but there you go. Anyway, moving on. We have, oh god, what are they called now? We have the Scout Walker driver here, and here we have the Biker Scout driver from Return of the Jedi. Both complete. That little gun always gets lost, but mine's complete. Got loads of them. Nim Num and Han Solo, the 1970s version. That's the one with the ridiculously proportioned head. There are two versions of this. There's the ridiculously large head, and there's the pinhead version as well. For those of you that collect variations of these figures. Who have we got in here? Death Squad Commander. And, oh, what are they? Death Star Commander in black. FX7 medical droid complete. Arm usually gets broken off on these. I remember actually as a kid, this was the very first Star Wars figure I ever had. I think I was about 2 when I was given mine. I remember it distinctly. Nostalgia overload. Another Death Squad Commander. That'll probably be a variation. It'll be slightly different than the other one I've shown you. That's why I've got more than one of it. Or I've got it in a job lot. a complete Lando Calrissian smiling version, which indicates that it's a Kenner one, an American one. Of both versions. Another medical droid. Another AT-AT driver. Slightly yellowed. Ooh. That bouncy hunter guy. The ugly one. Forgotten his name. Dengar. And oh Jesus, I forget this green guy's name. Remind me in the comments below. He's a skiff guard on Jabba the Hutt's sail barge anyway. Yeah, there he is, loose. That guy. Yeah. Remind me his name, I forgot. Forgotten his name. He was a very boring figure. Another Hoth trooper of some description. In this bag we've got a rather nice Death Star droid. And we have the AT-AT Commander. Now you notice this is the pale face version. That's because this one is the rarer Spanish variation of that figure. So that's why I have more than one of them. Oh Jesus, I've got more than one of these. Let's go through them. Any more of them? No. Okay. 4 more Rebel Commanders from Endor, and I can show you some of the variations here, especially on these two. You'll notice one's got a darker backpack paint job than this one, which has got a lighter one. Basically the darker ones is a Kenner and the lighter ones is a Palitoy. There are other variants too. Oh, 2 of them. We'll do them 2 together. 2 torture droids, which are in great condition as well then. Went through a period, didn't I, beginning of the year, where I was doing Star Wars videos with you, and then I got bored with it. But I still collected, obviously. And I've got more than this as well, but this is just what's in the box, in this box anyway. Some variants of Princess Leia in a Bespin gown. You can see this one's got lighter hair. 3 variants here actually. We've got a very dark haired one here, sort of a medium brown here, and a light brown here. I haven't come across the painted neck variant of this yet. I've got another one of her here, which is more complete. She's actually got her original gown on. Oh, and actually that one is the painted neck version. And a nice complete Darth Vader as well, with his original sword and cape. Well, his original lightsaber and cape, which is nice. An original early bird Princess Leia, and a complete Imperial Guard vintage. What's this guy? I forgot now. Cloud Car pilot, Cloud City pilot, or whatever. Forgotten him, but he's complete. His weapons are often missing. Oh lordy. Yet another medical droid. Yeah, are you feeling better? Ah, everybody's favourite, Chewie. I actually had Chewbacca on the Return of the Jedi card. Palatoy version. I sold it. And I got about 80 quid for it. Spock. Like Jim, but not as we know it. Ah. A couple of Daypol Doctor Who's. We got Sylvester McCoy and Daypol's pitiful answer to Tom Baker. Ah. And Solo in his Endor get-up. This video's getting a bit long, so I'll do the other box another time. We'll just get through this one box for today. Okay. Oh, Lobot. Anybody remember him from The Empire Strikes Back? Okay. We have another couple of rather pasty-faced troopers in their Hoth gear. Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing gear, with, I hasten to add, his original gun. Forgot his name, but he's an ugly bastard. Everybody had him. And an original Emperor figure, complete with his original cane. And that, guys, was a very long video for me, I know, but we sorted through one box of Star Wars figures and Doctor Who figures together. We'll do the other box next time, or another time. For now, though, thanks for watching. My name's Damien Jones, and you enjoyed this, thumbs up. We'll do another one again soon, because I've got plenty of boxes to go through. And welcome to my new subscribers. I think we're at the 200 mark now. Thank you very much for that. And I shall see you on the next one. Bye.